Biafra, Rokoborea, Makokaria, Mano, Mafi Bonacho, Biafra, Rokoborea, Karia, Mano, Mafi Bonacho, Biafra, Rokoborea, Makokaria, Mano, Mafi Bonacho, Biafra, Rokoborea, Karia, Mano. Dinta Jaravia, Ganabugabaya, Wemanadiga, Dinta Jaravia, Ganabugabaya, Ogano Churi, also coach, but then a bagger titin, no. Ogago Churi, also coach, but then a bagger titin, no. Brother Masikwala, Makine Sirike, Kiweri Sigiru Basabo. Esio Ema 101, Kesine, Madam Makiwer and Doge, Imanabu Kage, Makiwe, yes, and Yelu, and Yahuni, Nekero Sabo.
Ibe James, you're welcome. Let's go, you're welcome.
Atutwala nike, atutu nike, ni abwego kenya.
Onye and Ima, you're welcome.
Atutwala nike, atutu nike, ni abwego.
Ibe James, you're welcome. Bonaya,
baby Africa, bia tutundega ora.
Padre John,
the two akoga, dear baby Africa, biaru atutundega ora.
Toma from Luxembourg. Hey, Luxembourg, Doma.
Afi bona chage Biafra, Rokoborea, Karia Mano.
You're welcome.
Afi bona chage Biafra, Rokoborea, Karia Mano.
I'm strong, you're welcome. So
Afi bona chage Biafra, Rokoborea, Karia Mano.
So busy. Thank you. Welcome. God bless you. You're welcome. Thank you. MC Mati Sibe, you're welcome. Mati Sibe, you're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Harry, you're welcome. Ndom sina chuku akarakam sina chuku na buru Victoria Angwa afamolugo Nembia kene na mbole koloni webugo Mami mobia kene Nembia kene na mbole koloni webugo Nama Taproot is in the house. Welcome. come. Mercy, Akere. Mercy, Akere. Odia, yeah, mercy. Odia, Kiwo. Please, welcome. Bahrain. Thank you for that family over there. You are all blessed. Okay, let's do this. Let's do Thank you. Akukadeka. Thank you so much. This song is so touchy and very powerful. But we must do the needful this morning. My name is Raphael Chamaka Jere, aka Pastor Van Van Vam. By the grace of God, Deputy Minister of Communications, Biafra Republic Government in Exile, and I also double as the self-acclaimed Amobiera of my Prime Minister, Odogu Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Dragon, Obato Obie of Biafra land. I greet you all for joining me this morning. And a lot of subjects are on my mind to treat this morning. And I was contemplating whether to take one and leave one or to make this one the subject matter. I wanted to treat the issue of religion and the expose going on with the utter bandit criminal pastor called Jeremiah Omoto Fufuin. You see the disgrace that one is facing. I wanted to pick that as a subject. I said, no, we can also talk about it on this particular, Sunday morning show, because it is on Sunday, a day that Christians revere as their holy day. And then I'll also choose to talk about the sabotage going on in Biafra land, especially the elder statesmen that are supposed to be elder statesmen, those that are very close to their grave, very, very close to their grave, yet they are sabotaging the freedom of their people. I wonder what the gain will be, especially when you don't even know what tomorrow holds for you. You don't know whether you will wake up the next day because of your age, particularly. Even if you feel very, very healthy, your age have already crossed the stipulated years that you as a man can live and say you have lived a fulfilled life. And yet, you sabotage the freedom of your people. Is unbelievable, because it is believed that when you cross 70 in this life, that you have lived at least a reasonably fulfilled life, because the life expectancy, or how do they put it? Please, I don't want this child to disturb me. The life expectancy of what's the word they use for the number of years you can live. People are expected to live in Nigeria, and you assume that they have lived well. There's a word used. Is it life expectancy? It is 48 years in Nigeria. 48. Hold on, guys. Let me. Well, when you have children in the house, just like that. The little girl fell from something very high, and you hear the voice over there. I'm sorry. What do you do? So the life expectancy in Nigeria is just 48 years. So to show you that life is always short. Life is always short in that part of the world because of what government or leadership have brought to the people, because they have refused to do the needful. Therefore, people are not expected. People are not expected to live over 48 years. Can you believe that? But you, as a man, you have lived up to over 70, over 80, and you see what your people are going through. Yet you sabotage. Yet you make yourself instrument of sabotage. Thank you so much, my precious Dolofos. Please hit the thumbs up as you're joining so that others will get the notification. There are some people that are running away. Maybe some people on the platform, when you hear the cry of a baby, you run away. Is it that you don't have babies in your home? Maybe when the Nnamdi is crying or the other guy is crying, some people, they are watching, when they hear cry of a baby, run away. I don't want to say anything wrong this morning, but if you hear the cry of a baby and it discourages you and you run away from a platform, I am sorry for you. Anyway, that's the only thing I will say about that. And maybe you don't want a cry of a baby in your home. That's why when a cry of a baby happens in a program, you just disappear. We live in a small house, a very small house, just one room and a small apartment. That's how it is in Europe. So you must hear the cry of a baby. So if it offends you, I'm sorry, I can't help you. All right? So I have to continue. So anyway, so how will you sabotage? Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not even up to 55. It's not up to 55. He was kidnapped, and so many offers have been given to him to abandon that his struggle, collect the money, go and live a big, excellent life, and then become, great or whatever. He rejected it. Up to tomorrow, he has rejected it. He has been living in that dungeon with only one cloth. Some of you, do you imagine that? Do you imagine that it is even a miracle that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in that dungeon with only one cloth? Because that's the only cloth we have seen him surface with. Except maybe if he has other clothes that he uses to sleep at night. But the only one cloth we know that he has on is that white cloth that he has been using to come out. And in the court, they have always said, let him change it, let him change it. And when he discovered that all they are doing is just to play with his life, in the name of let him change his clothes, give him a permission for clothes, and then the lawyer or the judge that have been given the order to change his clothes, and knowing fully well that the same people have refused to give, to allow him to change that clothes, even though he has refused to change it, but yet they are not forthcoming. The judge, she doesn't, penalize the institution that refused to obey court order. She doesn't give a court judgment on them for refusing. But Nnamdi Kanu does not care. He remains there with that one cloth. He doesn't sabotage. He remains there. Only God knows how he's surviving with food. Because I know he will be very careful with what he eats, knowing fully well that they are after his life. Probably maybe before he eats anything, the person who bring the food will test him before he go eat them. Because if not, I wonder how he's able to overcome those vipers that do not want him alive, but yet he's in their dungeon, rejecting every offer they have made to him. Till today, he has rejected it all because he cannot sabotage the freedom of his people. And he's a young man in his early 50s. But you are an old man. It's not Bogini, Chief Emeka Anyoku, an old man. You are well over 80, I believe, if not 90, well over 80. Like your predecessors, you have continued to sell the freedom of your people. For what? Makagene, what are they giving you? Have you not found out all the order of your predecessors? The former Ohaneze Ndigbo president, the one before Iwanyang that passed away, the one that passed away recently, the ones that passed away even before them, which is people like Mbazulika Amechi, Chukwuemeka Ezife, All these people were elder statesmen as they were. Some of them refused to take their position in the Biafra freedom. They have passed on. If they stood their ground, today we would have been using their picture or their names as an example of those that stood with their people, knowing fully well that Nigeria can never get better. Nigeria can never better. Now, this man is the former Secretary General, as they call him. What do they call him? Former Secretary General. Let me enlarge this post so that you will see his title. The title he held in the Commonwealth. Okay. Is it there now? Okay, I'm sure you can read it now. The title this man held in the Commonwealth. Where is he? Okay. Ekpa wants Anyokun against sabotaging Biafra independence. Pachibuzo Emerejo Abuja, the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic government in exile, Simon Ekpa, has warned the former Secretary General. So his position in the Commonwealth was Secretary General. Emeka Anyokun, our PM, have warned him against sabotaging Biafra. Look at him even positioning himself to come and stay here. Look at them. Look at this man. Those ones, especially when I see them wear red hat on their head, I just tell myself, who are these people? What should we do to these people? Look at the man there, Emeka Anyokun. Look at Tifnubu. Tifnubu is illegitimate president. How can you? If all this while Nigeria had lived and continued to, work against your people, presidency upon presidency, regime upon regime, nothing has been well. Okay, he is 91 years old. This man is 91 years old. This man is 91 years old. He is living in his extra time. 91 years old. Hey! Who did this to Ndibo? Especially these old ones. 91 years old. So you have lived completely above the scriptural recommendation of years that you can live. The highest that you can live, according to the Bible, is 90. Maybe somebody should open, I think it is it not Psalm 90 verse 11? Let me see. There is a scripture that actually gave, there's a scripture that actually gave that particular, years that we can live as a man on earth. Let me bring that scripture and read it. Okay. Search. I don't know how to open Bible again. Hey, Chineke mene. I don't know how to open Bible again. Okay, I go to catalog. Isn't it okay? Old Testament. Then Psalm chapter 90. Psalm chapter 90. Let's see. Okay, Psalm chapter 90 verse 10. If somebody can copy it and paste it on the comment section so that others will read it. So that you see, those of us that believe in the Torah, this is Torah. Psalm 90 verse 10. If somebody can copy it and paste, you will understand what I'm talking about. And you should try and copy it from a more easier version. A more easier version. This particular version, I think, is King James. It says, the days of our years are 80 years and 10. The days of our years are 80 years and 10. A score is 20. So 20 times 3, which is 60, plus 10, which is 70. The Bible says the days of our years are 80 years and 10. And if by reason of strength they be false call. If by reason of strength, I said Psalm 90 verse 10, if you can copy the scripture itself, not the verse, if you can copy that scripture itself and paste it on the comment section, it will make more sense. Somebody copy that scripture, not the verse. Copy the scripture and paste it so that I will display it, so that we will read, others will read it with us. The days of our years are 80 years and 10. And if by reason of strength, if you try to gather muscle and move, manage, you may live up to 80. They be first call. Yet is their strength labor and sorrow. Yet their strength is what? Labor and sorrow, and soon cut off and will fly away. So that means after you have lived up to 80, any other thing that will add to that 80 will be filled of sorrow and labor and tears and pain, and then you are ready to fly away. This Chukwemeka, Anyoku, he is at the stage of flying away because he has lived 80, he has added the extra 10, and now the remaining years he has lived. So that means in his extra years now, he has added 11 extra years. This is Bible, oh. This is Bible. 11 extra years have been added to the years that God gave to him as a man to live in our own contemporary times, in our own century, so to speak. Okay? So this man have lived extra years, extra 11 years, and he's not sure whether he will live more. For example, my daddy lived 90. 90. Thank you. Am I good? I've done what I wanted to do. The days of our years are 80 years and 10. And if by reason of strength, they be first call. If by reason of strength, if you do gather muscle, maybe because of sport, you do exercise, you eat balanced diet, you did not do anyhow with your life, you are able to add more 10 to that 3 score plus 10, which will make you 4 score, which is 80. After that 80, he says, yet is their strength, labor, and sorrow. Every other thing that will add is labor, strength, and sorrow, for it is soon cut off and will fly away. So this man is at the edge of flying away, and yet he's not only going to sabotage Biafra, he's sabotaging it with an illegitimate president. Hey! Illegitimate president. And not only that, there are so many reasons why nobody should sabotage Biafra, especially under this man, Tinubu. You want to sabotage Biafra. You did not sabotage Biafra during Goodluck Jonathan or during the impostor Boko Haram. You are now sabotaging under Tifnubu. Tifnubu is Jagabandit, drug baron. There's nothing any bad thing you associate it to him. Bigotry, everything. Look at what he has done to your people. Under him, the people he empowered, the people that derive their authority from him, like the Oba of Lagos, had threatened your people that they would throw them into the lagoon if they did not vote for his boys. And they threatened you that they will destroy your properties if you didn't stand for them, and they are doing it. They are doing it. They are carrying it away. How many times have Tinubu destroyed the Igbo people's properties? Through his governor, Shomolu, Fashola, Shomolu, and the rest of them. Look at what's going on within the Igbo businesses in Lagos. Anyoku, you want to sabotage. You are even sabotaging with an illegitimate wickedness of a man called Tinubu. Now, Tinubu, not only is he illegitimate, he comes in and inherited the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and he's extending it, continue to keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the dungeon. Chukwuemeka Anyaoku, you did not get there. You did not get there and even make Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's kidnap something that should make you people cry as Onyibo. Under this presidency, many other criminals have been let go. Terrible criminals. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not a criminal. The former Robocop or Super Cop, they call Abakiari, set free. Mietiala, terrorist, set free. Sodibo, Yoruba man, set free. Showore, Yoruba man, set free. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, your brother, an Igbo man, who has already won his own case, of which it is more easier to set Mazi Nnamdi Kanu free than any of these ones, because there is a reason he has been set free by the courts. So for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's freedom, it doesn't require beg. What it requires is begging Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are sorry for keeping you because you have been set free. Showore is from Edo State. Showore is from Ondo State, not from Edo State. Anything you don't know, you ask. Showore is not from Edo State. Oga. Showore is from Ondo State. And from the records they have, Ondo is Yoruba State. Except maybe there are Ijaw people they put in there. So what it means is that Showore should be fighting for the freedom of Ijaw from Ondo State. Showore is not Edo. He's from Ondo. Okay? I know Showore more than you. Showore is my friend. I have his phone number. I can call him whenever I want to. So, now listen. This man, you did not go there and see what they have done to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That one, you don't even think. You don't think. We are going to ask that they should visit. What did he ask for, self? They should change. What was that thing he was asking for? All this English, they escaped me. All the things that Goodluck Jonathan fought for, to change constitution or whatever. What was the word they used? To change their constitution, to bring oh my goodness me, these things just go away. We change that. People that are following, what is this? The thing. Okay, let us read. Let's read that particular news. Before I go there, let me read this comment. How do you expect a British slave to cry over Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? He's also a UK citizen, but different because he served in Commonwealth. Hey, okay, no wonder. Commonwealth. He served in Commonwealth. That National Convention. National Convention. Thank you. Conference. National Conference. Yes. That Tinubu should call for a national conference so that they will now change their constitution because he's looking for a change of constitution. So what is interesting to this man? Because they call themselves patriots. Patriots. Please, I need to put the link because so many of you that have a better understanding of these criminals, of these idiots that are old, but you don't know what they are doing to themselves. Maybe you can come in and help me here because the English they use is too much for me. It's too much for me. I'm not an Englishman. I'm a Biafran man. So I will put the link here. Some of you can come in if you want to. If you want, you can come in and then make your comment if you want. So you can come in and help because this is an open situation for every one of us. It's a national embarrassment. This annual call is a national embarrassment. Embarrassment to Biafrans. National conference so that you will change constitution. So constitution is what is important to you. This constitution is what Nigeria government under Obasanjo has spent billions upon billions. How many of you remember the Oputa panel? You remember the national conference or confab that Goodluck Jonathan spent billions upon billions. After that, as Buhari entered, Buhari threw it under carpet. He said, there's no way. Confab. And they call it confab. There's no way. They don't want to talk about it. And then they come. Immediately, Tinubu enter. His deputy president said this. For you to know that these people do not have... No, Oh, and then this man, instead of fighting for your own freedom, what should you know? Every effort has been made towards this particular thing you came out to say you are fighting for. Every effort has been made, and it has all hit brick rock for you to know that Nigeria will never give you that. Except maybe you know, and yet you are just deceiving yourself.
Elon Musk is talking about constricting the journey from London to New York to 31 minutes. But unfortunately, the topical issue in Nigeria is restructuring. Restructuring my foot. To hell with restructuring. Let's improve on the quality of governance. Let's work for the people. Let's invest in education. Let's create jobs. All this madness will evaporate. I raise my case. Elon Musk is talking about constricting the journey from London to New York to 31 minutes. But unfortunately, the topical issue in Nigeria is restructuring. Restructuring my foot. To hell with restructuring. Let's improve on the quality of governance. Let's work for the people. Let's invest in education. Let's create jobs. All this madness will evaporate. I raise my case.
So this thing Anyoko is fighting for, this Fulani that the British, which you serve in their Commonwealth, what they call it is madness. Shetima said, let's do this and that. This madness will evaporate. Call it madness. And all those things, Shetima is saying, let's invest in education, invest in this, invest in that, and then madness. Are they investing in it? They're not investing in it, but rather they are investing in Boko Haram. They are investing in Boko Haram. That's exactly what Shetima is investing in. And it's telling you that what you are asking for, which anybody that has sense will say, this is what will make everybody live, a reasonable life in that country. So that people will say, at least these people are from a country. They have law, they have rule, people have their rights. He said it's madness. He said this madness will evaporate. And you are going about asking for what? Confab or national conference for constitution. All the things, even before the first constitution, the second constitution, and this army constitution that they brought, it has never favored your people. You are Anyoko, you are Nwafo Igbo. You are Nwafo. And you are living your extra time. You don't even know whether you will survive the end of this year. Natural causes will take you. If it's not even swear that will take you. So if anything happens to you now and you buy, we're not going to say, you see him buy, no, because it could be natural causes. You have already crossed 90. You're living extra time. So you cannot use that extra time to do something that we will look and say, yes, Anyoko said this and said that. He represents the common man in Biafra land. Or even if you hate Biafra, you say he represents the common man in Igbo, in Igbo land. You will say, I don't believe in Biafra, I believe in Igbo. Then you will be Igbo. Look at Yoruba. They are calling for hell and slaughter on your people, Igbo. They are destroying the properties of Igbo. Tinubu, the illegitimate, as he enter, he is moving things from Abuja to his own land. All the people that we thought were human beings before, that were calling for one nation, they have all backed him up because they feel he is their own. But at the end of the day, they will cry. We know that they will cry. We know they will regret it. But they are backing him up as their brother. But you are not even backing up your brother. You're not even backing up yourself. You are still backing up that system. You are still backing up that system that have destroyed your people. Everything you have ever gained was for your own pocket and your own family. All the while you have been Secretary General of Commonwealth. You have gained only for your own family, for your own stomach. How about your own people? So you live your life now in this your extra time, and you will disappear and evaporate and go away. Your people will continue to suffer. And some of you, you believe in life after death, isn't it? So what happened to your life after death? What happens to your life after death? Yes. So are you going to remain a British slave forever? Are you going to remain a British slave forever? And the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic is even calling your attention for your own good, at least before you depart and go. Stay away from our freedom. Because we know you are not interested in us. You are a slave and you want to finish off your life as a slave. Then stay away from our freedom. Don't interfere. Don't go there with your extra time that you have and begin to think you can pour sansan into our gari. For your information, that thing you are doing, you are drawing a course or a line of action that we might take on your own generation. When I mean generation, your own immediate generation, your people, your compound, your family. You know, when Achan touched the unclean thing, when judgment was to come upon him, it will come upon his own clan. So anybody that is touching the thing belonging to Nigeria, and while we are giving this warning, you are in the category of Achan, the sin of Achan. We will not pardon you. The sin of Achan, it is a sin that causes the earth to open up its mouth and swallow a whole clan. The sin of Achan. Even at your old age, you are still committing the sin of Achan. You are hiding the forbidden thing. What you got from Nigeria, what you got from Britain, that did not benefit your people. You are still interested in only yourself. You are enjoying as a slave. And you think you can destroy our own generation. At your own age. Extra time, Kinebi. Extra time. Yet, this message is not only going to him. There are so many of you at your age. You are well over 70. You are living extra time. You want you go to the grave. And you are going, please mute your mic until I give you the mic, please, my brother. You are going to an illegitimate president, a Jaga bandit. Look at him. You saw what he did. You saw all the shenanigans. And you call yourself a man, international figure for that matter. You saw all the shenanigans Tinubu did during the election of 2023. You saw all the court processes. You saw how even he has opened his mouth and told some traditional chief that he bought his presidential ticket with his money. He bought it with his money. I know about Commonwealth, my brother. I know Commonwealth. My brother Taproot said that the Commonwealth are members nations of the British colonial territory. Now you understand why he feels too important as the secretary, because he has to help the colonial masters control their business. Is it not a shame that even at his age, are you now, if anything happens to you, do you resort back to the Commonwealth office where they gave you? And if you go and find out this man may be in his country home, he will be in his country home, and then he's there where they have sent armies in the army to go and be ransacking and destroying everything, while terrorists are ravaging in the north. No army is destroying them. And from that presence of army control in your own country home, you go to Tinubu in Abuja to begin to tell him, gather for confab. What happened to the confab of Goodluck Jonathan? What happened to the one of Olusegun Obasanjo? What happened to it? Do they not have the report? Was it not good enough? And if you say you are a man that have conscience, This is a country that they are crying that they don't have money. Everything is expensive. You want them to go through another confab, and they will budget another maybe $2 trillion for another confab that will be useless. Eh? That's what we are calling for. When Easy does it for you, Easy does it now. We have a government, we have a movement, we have a prime minister. The Nigerian government we have brought them to their knee. Will you deny? You and your uncle and every one of you at his age that are hearing me, you know what happens in Biafra land. There's only one authority in Biafra land. There's only one authority, and that's the prime minister, Man Simon Ekpa, which you know. The Senate knows, the presidency knows. That's why there is a presence of the army that we are taking care of in a water way. Every day in Biafra land, there is war going on in Biafra land. You know. So is it not easy? Does it for you? Which one is easier for you? A country that have decided that they will not let you go, they will still never allow you to be a part of their leadership, they will not allow development to come to your area, and you have chosen to go, and they are bringing war. After the first one they did to you, and you did not realize that it is time you fight this war to finish. Either all of us buy, or you have your own freedom. You don't want to do that. Eh? Yes, we know. That revolution, we are ready for it. That is why you hear our prime minister telling them, they need to increase the volume of their protests. And they activate it to the extent of the real revolution. And we understand the revolution that brought freedom to many countries in Europe. The Orange Revolution in the Soviet Union. Revolution, you get it to that level, and then we understand, and then we'll join you. We will carry our instruments and join you. Eh? Of course, we are going to take care of them one after the other. All these are fulefus. We'll take care of you. But your days are coming. And we do not wish to begin to make you our subject. Honestly, because there is no need for us to be making you our subject or targeting you or going after you. Just stay away from what we are doing. Because if you go 1 million times and you gather all your a full bunch, and all of you go to Aso Rock and tell presidency you are not in support of Biafra, you are for a constitution or one Nigeria, it will not stop what we are doing. Go and check the referendum that is going on. If you are not a fool, you will know that the referendum that is going on, 99% of Biafrans are with us. 99%. A referendum that have gotten over 49 million votes. 49 million. 49 million people have said yes to Biafra already. So that is to say, if Nigeria decides to come, in full force war to us, 99% of Biafrans have said, we are with you. Go and defend our land. That is why we are hell-bent on December 2nd to redeclare Biafra, the redeclaration of Biafra. And when it is done and Nigeria refuses to back out and continue, we will face them squarely. The music will change completely. And all of you that are going up and down in your extra life and extra time life to look for favors from Britain and to make Nigeria feel that you are on their side, you will not even have a resting place in Biafra. Ozunu, even Ozunu will not be buried in Biafra. Your country home will no longer contain your remains. Your skeletons will not be brought to Biafra. Biafra will not be your resting place. Some of you will be buried in Zamfara. Some of you will go and buy a cemetery in Kaduna. Some of you will go and beg them in Kano so that they will give you a space in their cemetery to be buried. Because Biafra land, not even your remains, because you become abomination of desolation. You become what? Abomination of desolation. We have Alexander Noah. Alexander, I don't know, grab the mic as it's choking your body and let us hear what you have to say. Unmute yourself. Your mic is muted. Your mic is muted. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. Let me see if I can help the unmuting. No, Alexander, we cannot hear you. We cannot hear you. You need to unmute yourself. Go to that button and unmute it. Press the unmute. It will help us to hear you. We cannot hear you. You are muted. Can you do that? Please, those that want to join can quickly join, and so that we'll give the microphone, and this program shouldn't be more than 1 hour, 30 minutes. Alexander, I'm still waiting for you to unmute yourself. Alexander cannot unmute himself. Not a pity. Alexander, you don't know where to press the button to unmute yourself? Eh? You cannot unmute yourself? You can't? Look for the button and press it. Unmute. You are wasting our time, eh? All right, I'm going to remove you from the studio since you cannot unmute yourself. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so let us go and let me read what my brethren have written. BMO of Biafra says, if Anyoku thinks that he has enjoyed life and trying to sabotage the coming of Biafra, he should know that he has children and grandchildren. God will definitely deal with them. Now, Taproot wrote, Pastor Van Van Van, in MNK's voice, the zoo is panicking. That is why they keep pushing. Ayole is coming. That's why they keep pushing these dead elders on us, thinking we are like Afonjas or Fulanis who worship dead elders. And you know, even among these Afonjas, there's one elderly man. Hey, what's the name of this man again? Oh, this man that stood for with Peter Obi. Somebody remind me this old Afeni Fere man. This Afeni Fere man. I hope he's still alive. He's over 90 years old. This man that completely stand against Buhari. He stand against Tinubu. He even supported Peter Obi. I'm gonna have so much respect for that.
Ayo Adebanjo.
Oh, Ayo Adebanjo. Old man, when wisdom. Onya would the only Yoruba man ga on the ma. Onya would the Yoruba man ga abu on one the monso kurie na go ne liwe. So si aga ge liwe. The Yoruba land. Mazinam de Kano. Mazinam Kano with so much respect for that man. Pa Ayo Adebanjo. Oboko da idiot. I want another idiot. Nkaso Sunday Igboho. Nensusu yare.
Akintoye.
My brother. How many of you have ever heard Adebanjo come out and call Tinubu my brother? The man is angry. Even at his old age, he says he's still complete. Maybe their sense is complete. That man, at his age, that man will go 95 years. Nigeria is evil. That Nigeria, Nandibu, Hanatandibu, the only reason why you support Peter Obi, you support Peter Obi, you. About making happy to be na call Irina as in the Abu Biafra. All support her because of all my him and Ndibu. Also, no, into Atinubu say I see a Miloko. Nkenya Abuna, Ibo, as good name anything like a Minoko. To Ayo Adebanjo, a Minoko Bunkendibu. But that man, good for that man. Anywhere call Yaga, anywhere can be Biafra or Boyaga, because I wouldn't anywhere the young can be Biafra. Anywhere the zoo, when you walk on evil people. You see all these people, very devilish people. Ayole, let me not take your time because I know you have something to say. Grab the mic. When you go out this
Okay. Greeting Biafrans. Pastor Van Van Van. Eziboto Kochukum. GC Kenole Nalo.
Thank you.
You see, I just want to use the opportunity to tell Emeka Anyoko. I want to remind him that Nigeria has expired.
Hey.
Nigeria has expired. and it is time for freedom of all the tribes in Nigeria. Look, forget about what you see that is happening. As you can see, he's not the one that initiated that thing. He was called upon by the Britain and the Nigeria to come and do that rubbish, that shenanigan he's doing.
Exactly.
He's going nowhere. No one will listen to him. I mean, what does he think? Look at the suffering of Biafrans. Look at the sufferings of the Southeasterners. For how many years? Look at what is happening. That man has never come out to say anything. Is it because of our freedom?
That last meeting, Hope Uzodinjo gathered with all those fake governors. Do you remember they called his name? They said Emeka Anyoko and Obasanjo are the people that initiated it. But up to today, he has not come out to even debunk that thing, because Obasanjo debunked it and said that they never talked about Nnamdi Kanu. But they called his name. I'm for this man. Also, now they arranged that meeting.
Yeah, of course. He's a British slave. You remember he was a Commonwealth secretary. I remember him very well. Emeka Anyoko. As you see him there, forget about English or his look. He's a foolish man. And every Biafran should disregard whatever he's talking about. He's not representing us. Emeka Anyoko, you're not representing Biafrans. Go and sit down. We don't need you. We have a prime minister. We are moving ahead. We are moving on. So you should go and sit down. You and your British whatever. The time of colonialism is gone. We need freedom. Nothing but freedom. You see, that thing you are seeing there is he was sent there the same way the same British asked P2B to come and distract our Biafra to come and contest for Nigeria election. The same way they call this idiot to come out. And he come out here thinking that, oh, Emeka Anyoko, that when I see him, I will have respect for him. Look, Emeka Anyoko, if I see you, I will spat in your face. You are a disgrace to humanity. We don't need you. Look at your age. How many years late for you to go and meet your ancestors? And you are here trying to tell us constitution, trying to tell us referendum, trying to tell us new constitution. There is nothing like new constitution. Nigeria has expired. It is time to balkanize Nigeria so that black people will have freedom. Okay. I hope he watches this video and understands the message. Nigeria has expired. There is no mequatarism. Nigeria can never work. It has never worked before, and it will never work. So stop beating around the bush. And besides, that Tinubu is not there to fix Nigeria. Tinubu is there to see what he can steal, him and his children. Yes. They are there to steal what they can steal, because they know the truth. Buhari is gone. Buhari is died, and they pretend they're hiding it for Nigeria. And they're making it as if Nigeria is working. Nigeria is not working. Nigeria has collapsed. No mequatarism. So Emeka Anyoko should not be a distraction to us. We should just send him a serious warning. Anywhere we see him, we throw stone at him. He's a useless man. We don't need him. Look at what is happening to Ndibo. All the shops, burning down all the shops in Lagos, all the killings. The idiot never come out to talk. Now he's coming out to tell us new constitution. What a shame. He's a disgrace. We don't need him, Pastor Van Van Van. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But Anma, I'm asking, what kind of mind do these people have? Is it that they don't believe that there is repercussion in the afterlife for these things they are doing? Because how can somebody in a good conscience, your own people, look at what people are going through. One of our musicians, Akpe Darlington, the other day was crying. He was even crying on live video. Hey, I was in Ndibo, the live video. Ndibo, ne here, man, Ndibo. Ebe hala no fu idioto. Agadi woke apota. They support Ndiro no. Okay, even if you don't want to support Biafra, you know what is going on against your own people. Can't you go and hide? Even if it's only prayer, you will be praying. You don't want to be bold enough to come. Maybe no. I don't see the reason why only the 90 years. Even carry go 90 years. You don't want to for what? You know.
Exactly, Pastor Van Van Van. You see, they are, you know what is called stooges. They are all stooges. That is not what you see Emeka Anyoko is trying to do. I can tell you categorically that it's not his choice, but he was being forced to come out to do that. It's RNG. It's RNG. There is no. It's not that they. It's not that they are serious. They're not serious about whatever they've gone to Asorok to see Tinubu for. No, it was just an RNG because the way Nigeria is, they just want to make it look like, oh, Nigeria wants to do something. You know, Nigeria is a propaganda. It's a deceitful country. Everything there is all about lie, propaganda, lie, propaganda. Are you telling me that what are they going to achieve? What they want to do? Nothing. It's just to see what they can, how they can use to maneuver things for the moment and continue what they are doing. They're not serious. He was being used to. They look at they look around. Oh, who would you ask to come? They couldn't find anyone. That's why they went to that Emeka Anyoko, and the idiot couldn't even use his knowledge, if at all he has one, to understand what is happening and say no and stand on one place and support Biafra. He's now going to Abuja to say, oh, we're going to meet Tinubu for constitutional change and referendum, just to deceive Biafrans, the same way Peter Obi tried to deceive us. That is what that man came to do, to see if they can mellow us down or if they can do anything. But what he didn't understand is that we are 1 million ahead than them. So he came very late, and whatever he's trying to do is dead on arrival.
Thank you so much, Ayole. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you for your contribution. Have a fantastic Sunday, my brother. Grace be with you.
Thank you, Pastor Bam. Thank you.
All right. If you still want to say something you request, I will bring you back. Okay. All right.
No problem.
Let's move on very quickly. Now, my brother Taproot said that Pastor Mama watched an interview where the renowned reggae legend Buju Banton openly said he's an Igbo man. Now you know why governments are using these dead elders to draw us back. You see, and the more they are trying to draw us back, the more Biafra government is improving and advancing. And for good news to this reggae legend and those reggae artists in the Caribbean. In the Caribbean right now, we are beginning from Jamaica. We now have an office. At least we have a number you can reach out to. An office is being established gradually right now, beginning from Jamaica. If you go to our website right now, we're going to see the telephone number that links you to our liaison in Jamaica. That is to say, Jamaica is our starting point to begin to gather together all our brethren in the Caribbean. So those in the Caribbean that understand that the Habundi Igbo, that you are Igbo, you are Biafran, and they led you out over there, you will never lose your roots. It is time for us to return to our roots. Mazin Namdekanu prophesied it, just like Taproot reminded us in the comments, that the time will come when the Igbo Nine will be coming together. All these Efulefus that are in the zoo, close to their grave, and looking for how they will maintain their contraption life, their concentration camp life. We are going to leave you in that concentration camp while we establish the beautiful country of Biafra. I'm telling you, many people like you, even if you are 90 years old, 95 years old, go to 100 years, and Biafra is established, and it is found that you are wanting in your support for Biafra, you will have a third-class citizen, even though you are 90 years. People like Anyoko, you think he's going to have a first-class citizen in Biafra? God forbid. He will never be a first-class citizen, even though he's an old man. He will be like those that were rejected in South Korea because they did not support the movement and freedom of South Korea. Go to South Korea. There are so many South Korean citizens that are third class. They are third class. I will bring you a video of Mazen Namdekanu. I have it in my archive here. I'll play it so that you understand what will happen to people like Anyoko. I'm telling you, our people are coming in. Thank you. The room is getting filled again. So you will have third-class citizens. So our brethren in Jamaica, let me quickly even give you the number. Let me go to our website and call the number of Jamaica. Jamaica is now added. So those of them in Jamaica, you will call this number and then they will tell you how to support what we are doing. In Jamaica, you have +1 876 892 8864 +1 876892 8864. This is our liaison in Jamaica. So those of you in Jamaica, like this, our reggae legend, I don't know if you are living in the Caribbean, call this our number and you will see that you already have a family that will link you up to your Biafra origin. Every Biafran will come home. No one will be left out. No one, not even one. We are all coming home. Thank you very, very much. And thank you for that comment. Thank you. All right, we're beginning to have our room now. At least we should have another 30 minutes if we have enough correspondence this morning. Onyemechi, you are welcome. If fine that you are welcome. Onyemechi, please grab the mic and let's hear what you have to say, please. Onyemechi, you need to unmute yourself. If you are not yet ready, we'll hand over to you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead, Onyemechi.
Am I coming out?
Loud and clear.
All right. What I want to say about this Emeka Ayoko, that man is an idiot. As old as you, these are the guy that we are around. The time of Awolowo, Zeke, Amadou Bello. They know what Awolowo said.
Yes.
All these the founding father of Nigeria, they never believe in Nigeria. They know that Nigeria is never won.
Yes.
Awolowo said that Nigeria is just a mere geographical expression. That was what Awolowo said.
Exactly.
Then the other guy, Amadou Bello, said Nigeria is not a country. That these people that British are trying to put up together, that they are not showing any sign of willingness to become one. All of them, all these founding fathers, all of them, none of them believe in Nigeria. And this Emeka Ayoko was around there. At his age now, he's coming up to come and start a new constitution that will never work. A constitution that will never work. All we just want to tell him, we don't need him. He should just pack himself. Let him get out of our way. We don't need him. We don't need him. Let him just get out. Allow us to do what we are doing. Allow our Prime Minister to finish the job. What we need is freedom. Freedom is just all we needed. That's what I just wanted to tell him. You just get out of our way. Thank you, my pastor, Pastor Val, and good morning.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Somebody is interrupting your mic there. Thank you so much. You have been able to pass your message across, and we appreciate you. Thank you so very much, Onyemechi. Thank you. And the video I promised to bring you guys that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said about people like Anyoko, all those that are going to be second-class citizens. Listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
I was told that in Kuwait they have categories of citizenship. They have the first class one, the second, the third, and the fourth. Is that what you said? They said those who are in the first class are those of them that fought the Iraqis when they came. Is that correct? Some people stayed here and they fought. They knew they would be outnumbered and overwhelmed, but out of honor and dignity, they stayed and they fought. And between you and me, I'm being very honest, if there is one thing we don't have as black people, we don't have honor, we don't have dignity. I was told that in Kuwait they have categories of citizenship. They have the first class one, the second, the third, and the fourth. Is that what you said? They said those who are in the first class are those of them that fought the Iraqis when they came. Is that correct? Some people stayed here and they fought. They knew they would be outnumbered and overwhelmed, but out of honor and dignity, they stayed and they fought. And between you and me, I'm being very honest, if there is one thing we don't have as black people, we don't have honor, we don't have dignity. I was told that in Kuwait they have categories of citizenship. They have the first class one, the second, the third, and the fourth. Is that what you said? They said those who are in the first class are those of them that fought the Iraqis when they...
Categories of citizenship. Categories of citizenship. First class, second class, and third class. Those that have the first class, they are those that will stand back and fight. I think he was in one of the countries that fought for their freedom, and whether it was Kuwait or one of those countries, he was telling them about categories of citizenship. So he was not telling us that one thing that our people don't have is dignity. People don't have the dignity of standing back to fight for their freedom. And then we are going to apply that in our own case. Our Prime Minister has said it times without number that there will be categories of citizenship. There will be categories. So do not think we are playing. Don't play, or you will learn. And when you learn the hard way. If I energy, please grab the mic. You're welcome to church this Sunday. Unmute yourself watching it. If I energy, unmute yourself.
Good evening from my end.
You're welcome.
Happy Sunday.
Thank you. Go ahead, we can hear you.
Well, like our PM said, according to Missy, and on a water. And what I don't appear, but when I want to appear, up on the street of Biafra and appear water. So, we are not begging anybody not to betray the struggle. But you should go and look at the life of those who have betrayed their people. Then after watching their life, then you have a rethink if you are ready to betray our struggle. People are talking about constitution, changing of constitution of Nigeria, changing this or changing the other one. Do they think that what Nigeria needs is changing of constitution? Like Emeka Anyokuna, does he think that changing of constitution is what we need? That he doesn't know that we are fighting for survival. That he doesn't know that we are fighting to escape from being annihilated as a people, as a race. That we are fighting to run away from being exterminated as a race. They will come out from their shield. Maybe for an agent, they will give them one or two, they will come out. See, my brother, and Biafrans all over the world. We know they look face. Our PM said that he's not fighting this freedom with Anyoma. Oji Anyoma fights this freedom. You don't fight freedom with Anyoma, and you don't fight freedom making friends. No, you don't look anybody face. When our leader was talking before he was kidnapped, he said he need men of steel. Do you know what it means for a man to tell that he need men of steel? People who know nothing to stop, not to move back or not to look back, like son, wife. He need people who their goal is go, their stop is their stop, their fire is their fire, their shoot is their shoot. That is the kind of people that our leader need. Not all those people that when two Janjaweed will make one comment, they will begin to shiver and begin to pee in their pants. Those kind of people doesn't give you freedom. At times when our PM talking, people should listen to him. Our PM said that immediately he came into this struggle, he told God to take his heart away. Because when you have a heart, they will use your own best friend or even your blood brother to deceive you. But when you don't have a heart, you don't know who is who. The only thing you focus on is that freedom. And anybody listening to me, under the sound of my voice, everywhere all of us should focus now is this freedom. Fix your eyes on the rising sun. Stop looking at this, what is it called? These people that are coming say, Nigeria need a new constitution, Nigeria need this one, Nigeria don't need this one. So they don't know that Nigeria need a new constitution for something years. Is it now that our freedom has gained weight? That our freedom, it doesn't that Nigeria need a new constitution. Are you mad? Will that people go and raise all those people that was massacred in the port? Will he go and raise all these men that was massacred in Mazinam Khan house? Will he go and raise all these people that, what is it called? Yes, so we can massacre our people, thousands of them. And you are telling me that Nigeria need a new constitution. Then after bringing the new constitution, then yes, so we can, the same corrupt people will still be in power. And you think that country will be good. The person is mad. What Nigeria needs is that is what Nigeria needs. Not a new constitution. When they give you your own share, you go. You give our own share, we'll go. You give this one. Look at what is happening. Last week that just finished yesterday, how many people was massacred in Benue State? Did anybody hear it? Is it because that he's not the brother of Emeka Anyoko? Or is it because he's not the children of Emeka Anyoko that was massacred in Benue State? That's why he's coming here from. Or people like if you bring that new constitution, then people like Hope Uzodinma will still be the governor or still be the senator. People like Iberibe, all of them, they will still be the governor or still be the senator, ruling you and I. Anybody thinking that Nigeria will be good again, the person is related. The person is out of his senses. There is nothing any man can do to make Nigeria good again. No man born of a woman. If you like, go and bring what is it called, Obama or Trump, who bring them to Nigeria. They can never revive Nigeria. Nigeria is beyond repair. Do you understand? So that is one thing people need to understand. And the freedom we are fighting is not freedom of looking face. We don't look anybody's face. If you fall out, we leave you and move on. Because if you begin to go and look for those who are falling out, then they will drag you back. That's the kind of, when our leader say he need a man of steel, he need a man when this one fall, he will be moving forward to go and get the goal. What is that goal we are chasing? The goal we are chasing is our freedom. The liberation of our people, the liberation of mankind, the liberation of African nation on this planet Earth. For us to live like a human being. Look at the country where we are scattered all over the world. Is there any meaningful job we are doing in anywhere we find ourselves? Pastor Vam, I know you for a very long time. Not even now, not even because of what is it called? Not even because of their pastor. I know you in the Nollywood industry. A star like you, then you go to Europe, be working a job for how much? The people who should be working for you, are you going there to work for them? And somebody will come and tell me that somebody who's fighting for my freedom, for me to get a better life, for my children to get a better life, that the person is not doing it. My brother, like our PM said, freedom or you die. Simple. I salute you, and I salute all the Biafrans. May God bless you, and may God bless our PM, and may God bless all the gallant men on the ground.
Thank you so much. Airborne. Thank you so much, my brother Mazi Ifeanyi. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Grace be with you. All right, we have more people in the house. Alexander, I don't know whether your mic will allow you to talk again. Let's see. Let us try and see. Alexander, can you unmute yourself now? Have you been able to figure out how to unmute yourself? Alexander, have you been able to figure out how to unmute yourself? No, you have not been able to figure that out. Victor, also, are you at the point?
I am ever ready, sir. Good morning from here.
Grab the mic, Mwachineke.
Good morning. So my contribution on this issue this morning is that, you see, when our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that the shaft must be separated from the beam. So now I am not getting the picture very, very clear. Thank you very much, the British, the Sioux masters. Thank you very much for, bringing them out one after the other. These are the sold outs that we have in Biafra land. Just only few months to go for our redeclaration of our nation. Now they are still popping out. So I want to say thank you to Chukwu Okike Abiama for bringing people like this. What is his name? Emeka Anyoko, bringing them out at this moment. So I want us, we Biafrans. The good thing is that we are focused. If you watch back, since 2021, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been kidnapped. We have been doing the needful. We have been focused. People like this Emeka Anyoko, we did not hear his voice. We did not see him anywhere. Listen, let me tell you people, Biafrans, this is what is going on. We don't care about anything that they are going to bring out or they are going to do. Our Prime Minister has already made it very, very clear that the only country that will be the mediator will be Finland. And they should not also forget that they also have on an answered case in Banjul court. So if they like, let them continue to be fooling themselves, deceiving themselves, running up and down, bringing out all the puppets, the remaining puppets that we have in Biafra land, for us to be able to identify them. It is very, very good. It is the work of Chukwukika Abiyama. But one thing that the zoo and their soul and the rest of them fail to understand is that no matter anything, there is nothing that they are going to bring to on the table that we, the Biafran people, we either or ever accept. They should know this and know it very clear. If they are thinking that maybe the continued detention or the illegal detention of Walid Amazi Nnamdi Kanu is like a connection with us, with them, they are joking. We have already left them. You see all these people that you are just bringing them out for us to identify them. There is nothing that is going to, there's nothing, they don't represent us, we don't know them, and we don't care. Our prime minister has already given this warning. So, and I believe that his message is already sent very, very clear, and the person who he sent that message to already know himself. So for we Biafrans, we should remain focused. These people can never even come across or even near our way. We are focused. December 2nd is the redeclaration of our nation. Then, from there, then we, the Biafrans, we now, or even the zoo or the whole world, we now understand where we stand or what we mean. You see, all this, they are nonsense shenanigans, or all this, they are nonsense, and we don't care. If you like, you bring gold. If you like, you bring silver. If you like, you bring diamond. If you like, you bring anything. There is nothing that is going to come from the zoo terrorist government or even from the British government, from anybody that we're going to accept. It is either Biafra or nothing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nonso. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you for your submission. We still have about 13 more minutes to go, and we have 3 more people on the platform. And let's take it one by one. Ngozi, please unmute yourself. Ngozi. Freeman, Lutwe, you're welcome. You're welcome, Freeman. Ngozi. Okay, go ahead.
My brother, Raphael Ajere, Anna
You're welcome.
Wanere. Now, when I go see
You say?
ask him, can't you go to Elmo Biafra? Nchekwa Nemeka nyokwa nwana. I'm not window.
How can you do?
Because he had name and Nani Biafra. Why not one ye? Kasi did it wire Namo Doku Kano. What can put taro? Or Buziana Kona put a bill ask him no can do. Onya will ya couldn't get a quarter vote. No, I get a quarter vote because
if guys not taking, some of them are to go vote, but how does we are make us now my name?
Our PM, Hannah gave program. Okuroku, our brothers will. Hobby, but a situation I will prove ye. On her name, Madanihu. Because na PM, na, oh, no one, on a mama Yambiakwana, info no. Forget no toto, no so toto. Can see me? Can up women see me? Nay, here goes in the banny. Now we're journalist. Or was on a matter of journalist, go journalist. Oh my God, I want to get your corn now. See, I never, Kana, what, this is the Hanana roar, or Hanaro. One more Biafra, or Hanaro.
At all.
Omo Biafra, Abwawa, our PM, Oneme, Yenadi, Womume, Oneme, Yenadi, Womume, Oneme, Yenadi, Womume. Biafra name and come back as your onye ndu anyị agọsigo na ọ bụ mmadụ niile na ala Igbo na-eli bribe. Ọha ma dịka agọsigo ha na ọta ha si asị na ndị Igbo like ego na ọ bụ ndị Igbo niile na-eri bribe. Our PM now, Simon Ekpa Obatobia, agọsigo ha na ọ bụ mmadụ niile na ala Igbo bụ ndị na-eli bribe. Ọgọsikwa ha bụ Adadiora mma, Refere Ajere, Ugo, ọgọsikwa ha bụ Soni, na ọ bụ mmadụ niile na-eli bribe. Na ihe anyị chọbụ Biafra, nna anyị anabago. Ọsọ ha ihe a na-agba gburugburu agbacha aga zuru ike na ụmụ Biafra nwee mmeri. Ebo!
I love that. Thank you so much. I love it, especially coming from another Deborah of Biafra. The Deborahs are here. Hey, oh, Gene. Thank you so much, Ngozi. I appreciate that. I love that. Fire. This one is fireborn. And look at what she said. She asked a very relevant question, and which makes a lot of sense. This is Joy, Emeka Anyoku Okadedendu, and it makes a lot of sense because, seriously speaking, I never even knew that such a name still existed in Biafra land. I never even knew that such a name is still alive in Biafra land. Somebody that occupied such a position, somebody that the enemies of Biafra, the creators of Nigeria, gave such a position, and you happen to be a Biafran, and you are still alive, and something like this has been happening, and the only time you confess yourself is to come and support that injustice, that wickedness, that evil. Hey, this is what we call abomination. So for this man to be alive and come out at this stage to support the evil called Nigeria, hey, I'm telling you, because the reason why they didn't do when I supported her job. And I'm at the right time, of which is to say he live a good life, a long life, but perishing in darkness. What a shame. Please let us see how we can use the last 8 minutes and end this broadcast, because I want to end it in the next 8 minutes. Simon Emeka, grab the mic, and then Freeman Iko Tony, and we'll call it a day.
Yeah, Pastor Vavan, you can hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yeah, good morning. This is the first time I'm coming to your studio, to your program.
Wow.
Yeah, the first time. The reason why I came in, I'm a diehard Biafra. Last time our PM came to Zoo, to Lagos, I tried to get the link so that I can make my own contribution, because I'm calling from the Zoo. But I couldn't get the Zoo link.
Yeah.
I tried all my possible best, but I couldn't. So based on the issue at hand, I'm not surprised about what Emeka Anyoku said. The reason why is that I've been following him for some years. You know, sometimes he goes in, and sometimes he comes out and meet the government and talk blah blah blah. If some of us are conversant with him, we know that this is just his normal way. And moreover, he's one of the British boy, just like Obi is. He's one of the British boy. He worked for the British, so he can never go against his masters. He will always work, to something for their own advantage. So that's what he just came out to do. It has nothing to do with dividing Nigeria. It's always one. He has always been one Nigeria. That has always been his own way. So even when I saw it in Ando, I didn't even want to listen to him, because I know that nothing reasonable can come out of that man. The man is educated, but he's just an educated idiot. There is no brain. They have no brain. So for me, we shouldn't listen to them. We should keep on fighting for what we are fighting. These are old people that are almost to their grave, and they're just slaves to the British people. He can never say anything about dividing Nigeria, because that would be working against the people he worked for. He was the Commonwealth Secretary for so many years. So he worked for the Zoo. So for me, these people should be pushed aside. that saboteur, we should push them aside. They are not relevant. We should continue in what we are doing. Nobody is going to stop us. At that age, and they're still talking about one Nigeria. I haven't seen everything that have happened. You know, that man is very old. I haven't seen everything, seen the mistake that Zeke made, see the mistake that Jonathan made, see the mistake that even Obi last year made. This man is still coming out, seeing the marginalization they're doing against your own people. This man is still coming out talking about new constitution. That is stupidity. That is foolishness to me. So it is not relevant. We should continue, just like our leader said, Mazen Nandikalo. We are not going back. They are not changing us. We are 100% diehard Biafra. Biafra or nothing. There's nobody that can change our mind. We are diehard. We want Biafra like any other thing. And just that is it. So thank you very much, Pastor Van Van Van.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Your point. Very powerful point you've made, honestly. And it is good to know that there are people that even noticed that this man had been there. And there's somebody that made a comment, and which some revelations are coming out here in this program. Do you know? I never knew. They said he's married to Ofemanu. His wife is Afonja. Look at it. Okay. So that means all these Afonja that are doing all this Igbo must go and burning Igbo shops, you know, they have their sponsors. Look at it. The Anyoku is married to a Yoruba woman.
And he's not even saying anything against the wickedness against his people. This man is a British slave. A British slave.
A British and a Afonja slave together.
Slave. Yeah.
And this man they bring Ala Biafra. No there. Thank you so much, Simon. I appreciate you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Let us hear from the wise man here himself, Freeman Ikotuonye. What do you have to say about this?
Eh? Good morning, Ututoma, Pastor Van Vam, Ututoma Mubiafra, the good ones. Ekelele Moon. They, and we question to even when I woke up, this comment you have trying to be him to radio. Woke up, onye winning ya no muya, hon, I hope I hear men not knowing how Afonja call. Afonja. And another question to radio, why you the old ones, the people that we're supposed to respect, when they na puta na weraha muha na enye Fulani naka. Nwoka adim sure na nwoka hunu agha Nigeria and Biafra. Amam na nwoka hunu kwa soko niile umu Biafra sofra. Amam na nwoka hunu afufu niile ndị Igbo na-ata. Amam na nwoke amana enweghị ụzọ since ọkwara pụta ụwa. Enweghị ụzọ n'ala Igbo, enweghị ezigbo school, enweghị airport, enweghị seaport. And nwoke a ka ebe ọ nọ mgbe mmadụ dịka Buhari ha gara gaga n'ọwụrụ Buhari IBB gara gaga sign ya Nigeria to IOC ka ihe akpọrọ ya were anye ndị
Islamic State
IOC yeah. Ka ebe ha nọ and mgbe ha nwekwara time ikwu okwu mana ha ekwughị okwu, which means ọwụrụzie kịta ha mana ha ihe dị suppose imechi ọnụ because ndị nọzi kịta generation nọ kịta awụrọ generation nidru ihe ahụ ọwụhụ generation nidru that kwasok again ihe ahụ generation nidru ihe dịka airport n'ala Igbo, ihe dịka ezigbo ụzọ, ihe dịka ezigbo school, ihe dịka ezigbo hospital, ndị mọ ihe a na-eme mmadụ dịka ọbata Obie our prime minister ka ihe mere o ji wuru old people like them na-apụta na-aga still were ha feature nọkịta na-enyefe ndị Fulani oke constitution ọ na-aga idegharị mmadụ dịka Buhari ha edegharị nwu constitution ọwụ Tinubu emino ka ọ na-aga imiti idegharị constitution. Anyị ahụla many of them si na ka anyị ga-aga meetie Buhari ka o wepụtara anyị Maazị Nnamdi Kanu still ha niile nothing. Onweboghị ezigbo ihe si from aka ndị okenye eme apụta. Hoche na anyị ga na-enye ha respect. Ha kwadokwe na mgbe ọbụla any of them pụtara kwuo nonsense, anyị ga-enye ha nonsense. Ihe ọnwụ na ọ sọrọ anyị kwuo against them, ihe ọnwụ na ọ sọrọ anyị gwa ha ọwụ ihe ha deserve. Achọburu m ịjụ nwoke a ka ebe ụmụ ya na nwunye ya nọ, ha ọ na-ahụkwa ihe a na-eme, not knowing na ọwụ afọ nja ka ọ gara lụọ. Imagine Emeka anyị ọkụkọ snow onye ọ na-abịa isi wee degharịa constitution Nigeria, ndị akwụsị ihe ha na-eme. Lee anya now, a na-akọ na nri adịrọzi, nri adịghị ọwụrụkwa na ọ maka bad government of Tinubu, ọ maka na ndị egbusiala ndị niile na-akọ nri, mana Jos, mana Kaduna, mana Niger State, mana Benue, ebe niile a na-akọ nri, ndị niile na-akọ nri, ndị egbucha na ha ncha na-take over. That's why I go ji nụrụ, and ọwụha anaghị afụ ya, ọwụha amaghị ezigbote ihe ha nwere ike ikwu. Ọwụrụ ịbịa degharịa constitution, gịnị ka a na-edegharị? Felasi, who and who unite for United Nations? Who and who unite? Ededikwa constitution. Gịnị ka constitution ahụ ga-eweta? Ọ gaghị ewetara anyị ihe anyị na-achọ. And ya mara na anyị agaala far. Ihe ewuzi na-awụ gọọmenti. Anyị nwere Biafran government in exile, of which anyị nwere prime minister na-elide anyị na-aga ezigbote okwu. Ya nwa ka anyị ga na-ege ntị. Ọwụrụ dị ihe a nwoke a pụtara ha ekọ. I'm very sorry and all the very stupid by pụta na-akọrọ anyị ihe a bi na onye Igbo ọwụ ihe o ji wee dị stupid. Ọ karịrị iwe onye Yoruba na-akọ ihe n'akụkọ ndị Yoruba, because onye Igbo ọwụla pụtara asụ onye Igbo bịa na-akọ ihe a in favor of ndị Igbo, mana na anyway anyị ga-enye ha second class ma odugorikwe 90 years, odugorikwe 100 years ma Biafra bịa, o nwere ọnọdụ ha ga-anọ. Thank you very much, Pastor Vam, and thank you, the good Biafrans.
Thank you. Mazi Freeman, ike otu onye igade, birikwe nwa Chineke, agajere gị. Ụmụ Chineke, we have a lot of us, we are so many, and that's why these people are completely irrelevant. When men are coming out in diaspora and in back homeland and making these points, very, very valid points, you understand that these people just under the eyes of everyone, they will all disappear and be dissipated completely. Now, my brother Taproot is asking, please, where is Rastaman? That's the Ras Eye. It's been long since we saw that our brother on any space. Pastor Van, do you have any update on him? That is the Rastaman. Yes, I have update on the Rastaman, and I'm going to bring it right now. And the Rastaman is doing wonderfully for Biafra. Even where he is doing a lot. So enjoy Rastaman on stage where he is doing it for Biafra, and Biafrans, your name is being carried on every stage here in Europe, everywhere. These are people that goes everywhere they go with the gospel of Biafra. Enjoy Rastaman on stage for Biafra. Rastaman again. Rastaman again. One Love Festival. One Love Festival in Europe. Rastaman is taking Biafra name on a world tour. World tour for Biafra or Guinea. Conscientiousness, bless Biafra, Biafra, Biafra. Conscientiousness, bless Biafra, Biafra, Biafra. We are taking Biafra to the world, and December 2nd, we are going to declare it and we are going to defend it. My name is Raphael Chamaka Jere, aka Pastor Vam Vam Vam. And you say, yes, even Oyibo is dancing Biafra. That is what we do. That's what we do. No big up for Rastaman. Rastaman, we love you, want to appreciate you for what you do for Biafra, and Biafrans love you. And these are the first categories. When we talk about the categories of citizenship, you know, we are the first categories. And if you want to belong to the first categories, do not miss out. Go and register and make sure you join the IOU. The IOU, even my daughter here is holding her ear. Yeah? My daughter is holding her ear and telling the tell them, oh. Favor is holding her ear. Say, tell them, oh, hold your ear, tell them they should listen. Oh, there is IOU. IOU now means that you can give Biafra loan to ensure that we get all the sophisticated weapons we need now to be able to wage a defense war against the zoo. Because as we declare Biafra, we must be ready. So right now, the OAU means that if you have $100,000, $1 million, you will get it back double. As Biafra, Biafra is richer than anything. Every country in the zoo, every country in Africa, Biafra is richer than them. You see, you go on the surface in Ghana, you're seeing gold. Biafra, you go to Ihamofu, you go to Ihiala, you go to Okigwe, there are minerals that I'm telling you, all the what we call Californiums of this world, you have them in Biafra. So any investment you make in Biafra, you will get it ×2. And you want to be a first category or citizenship of Biafra, make sure you connect with this IOU, the funding for Biafra freedom, which is to say we are going to get all the helicopters, all the jet bombers, or everything we need to defend Biafra. As we declare Biafra, if they come to rear their ugly head, that fight should not take us up to 1 month. We finish them. Finish them once and for all. Finish here, and then we'll have our freedom, and then we'll go home. Yeah, please, others are coming in the room, but I'm not going to take admit any other person because my time is up. Even the request to come in is not properly executed. Olinya Wisdom Eze, I'm sorry. Maybe when I come next time, you will request and come in, okay? I see you, but my time is up. And I have a lot of things to do with the family. Until I see you again later tonight, I remain Raphael Chamaka Jere, aka Pastor Vam Vam Vam. Rastaman, there is a lot of love for you from here. Freeman says, big up Rastaman. Taproot, what do you have to say to Rastaman? Taproot, you are the one that requested I asked for Rastaman, and I didn't hear your comment anymore. Anyway, Rastaman is doing well. Rastaman is pumping for Biafra, and is taking Biafra to the world stage. Until I see you again, I'm going to leave that music for you to enjoy from our own Rastaman. They don't want to hear the name Biafra, but they will continue to hear it, and it will choke them. Share this video and let it go viral. Hit the like button before you leave. I love you all. Pastor Vam 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 signing out.
You don't say to mama, you don't read. Says the tracking angel. You don't boast to mama, you don't cut. Now chain you the cut. Okay, now make I use my microscope, scan a reality, scan nigga area Biafra phobia mentality. See, set my name they can't free. One war, they don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is a scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Biafra, most I judge a bless Biafra. Chukwuki Biafra bless. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. Started in 1804 by Uthman down for the Rinom go be to Sokoto. Sa Amadou Bello, they massacred the house, Marley and what about the Shua? Zamfara and Adamawa. Referendum is the voice of everyone. Real freedom, Yahweh must be done on the land. Simon, they don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is the scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Biafra, Biafra. Most I Jaja bless Biafra. Chukwokika Biama bless Biafra. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. They tried by the canories, these reckless foolanies. They conquered the Lorraine, fooling. They killing in Benue every day. Niger State and Plateau State every day. The whole of Middle State every day. Our move, don't do. Say we move, but now we move. They don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is the scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Biafra, Biafra. Most I Jaja bless Biafra. Chukwokika Biama bless Biafra. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. Biafra, Biafra. We know that they are the terrorists. Like the man called Shegumi terrorist. Gabe Sheva Dexinabiomi terrorist. Isa Ali Ibrahim Batami terrorist. Boko Haram in the army, terrorists. They stop the people from farming, terrorists. Abubakar Malami, terrorists. Mainstream media swami, terrorists. Now we have more sellers than buyers. Information minister liar. Mr. like Mohammed and liar. The truth is Biafra's fire. They don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is a scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Most I Jaja bless, Chukwokika Biama bless, conscientiousness bless Biafra. They can come into Biafra land, run them out of Oduduwa land, one day, run them out now. Divided nations, decent, playing their bloody games against Biafra with the AU, all the same. What a shame, such a pain. Nnamdi Kanu says Biafra, he comes away Biafra. Black people worldwide say Biafra, Marcus Garvey way Biafra.